Oh no. So I was leaving work and yeah, I went through a parking lot, went to pull out in front of traffic and it wouldn't go anymore. Didn't sound catastrophic, but something broke. I think I popped an axle, but I can't really look underneath and see. So we'll find out here as soon as I get it back to work and get it on a lift. Alright, so I wanted to show something real quick because it looked like bad news, but I found something. So the joints and flange bolts and all this stuff is still intact, and everything spins as it should, but the driver's side outer boot where the joint makes some noise. I don't know if you can hear it. And then as I move it, I can see some movement in the joint too, almost as if something's trying to pop out. So I'm not sure if that would cause it or not. Alright, so I pulled the axle out. This is a replacement used OEM 6-speed axle. For any reason you need a part number, there it is. So yeah, this is the one that was in the car. So this joint is good. It's nice and pretty much firm and in place. This one, however, not so much. So hopefully that was all that I broke. We'll go ahead and put it in and drive the car and we'll see. Alright, so it was just my driver's side axle that broke. So I want to mention a few things. So I have a 6-speed swap and the axles are stronger than the 5-speed ones, however, and they are genuine OEM, which is far better than the ones you find in the auto parts stores. I would never recommend someone to get the auto parts store axles because they just don't last as long. Some people swear by them. They say they've been driving for years on it. It all depends how low your car is, how you drive it. You know, it makes a huge difference. This car is on coilovers probably around 2 inches lower than stock. It makes a huge difference in how long the axles last. The only aftermarket axle I recommend is Raxels because they are aftermarket high performance. And from what I understand, they took into account the geometry that changes when a car is lowered as much as a lot of these cars are, whether you're on bags, maxed out cheap coilovers, track ready stance on the coilovers. Like, I prefer this to kind of be, from what I understand, they shortened the width of the axle from the flange to the hub a little bit to where it's not going to be binding as much. You know, on a lower car, when you're turning hard, like autocross, on-off throttle, or just, you know, moving around in a parking lot, or going down an incline out of a parking lot under light load that I did, which broke my axle. So stay away from auto parts stores axles. I don't care what anyone says. No disrespect to them and their experiences, but I'm going off of my experiences and what some of the most experienced guys with this platform have told me. So genuine OEM, brand new, they're a little expensive, a couple $100 a piece. Find them used like I have. My axles are used and mine finally let go, but they are way better than auto parts store axles. If you want a bulletproof remedy, get Raxels. So yeah. Now, as far as finding some new and used parts, actually, if you're not already on the Volkswagen 2.5 group on Facebook, you got to join there because you're going to learn. This is how I learned all the stuff that I know, like this group right here, and my own experiences of hands-on work with this car. There was a 2.5 classifieds page for buying and selling. It hasn't been very active, so I made my own. Volkswagen 2.5 liter 07K classifieds. Look that one up. The one that says 07K is the one that I started. It's very active now, so you can post things for sale. You can look for axles or whatever you want. So yeah, make sure to join. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the car now.